How's it going? Charles Bonson, really early in the morning, wanted to make this YouTube video because it was extremely important to me because I thought I was going about relationships and the finding a relationship completely the right way. And it's funny because I went to an event probably about a year ago, Day with Destiny, Tony Robbins, you don't have to worry. What I'm going to talk about has nothing to do with that. But in there, he mentions become the person that attracts the person you want. Become the person that attracts the person you want. So this whole time, most people are like, I want this, I want this. She's not good enough. He's not handsome. He doesn't make enough money. She's not active enough. She's not smart enough. It's always about them. It's always about, who do I want? Who do I want? What do I want? How about this is an idea? You look at yourself. What you are attracting into your life is exactly what you deserve at all points. What you're getting in life. And that's the exact same thing with relationships. Who are you becoming? Does that person who you want actually want to date you? You have to ask that question. You're like, I want a supermodel, or I want this really handsome actor. It's like, oh, okay, fantastic. Who are you? Who are you now, and who are you becoming? So in the morning, I say to myself, it was actually the first time that it really clicked. It said, become the man to attract the women you want. And this could be the opposite for you guys. Become a woman, become the woman, in other words, yourself, that will attract the men into your life that you want. And ladies, it's not all about looks, all right? As I'm 30 years old, I'm turning 31 in about 3 weeks. I can tell you right now, it's becoming less and less about looks and more about your health and what are you doing with your life? Are you happy? Because right now at 30, you pretty much are on the trajectory of where you're gonna be when you're 40 and 50 and 60. It's pretty easy to see where people are gonna be. So the thing is, what does that mean, Charles? Like, become the person. That means someone that you want is here. Does that person want to also date you? Are you up here? Are you here? Are you here? And this scale is, what are you doing for a job? How's your health? Are you going to the gym? Are you happy? Are you excited? Do you have a social circle? How's your family? How's everything in your life? Are you debt free? Are you still in college? What are you doing? Become the person you want to attract into your life. Do you understand that I'm saying attract into your life? All these other videos, I know I talk about taking action, which is part of it. You take action, but when you're talking with them, there's a certain, you know how you talk to someone and then after 5 or 6 minutes, you're like, it's not really a fun conversation. That's because they may not have things going on with their life. They might be bored with their life. They may be in a crappy relationship, or they're not happy with their finances or their body or their job, or their kids are not doing well at school. You have no idea. But in the interaction, that's exactly how a potential relationship is looking at you. They're saying, there's something off. There's the chemistry. But when you have shit going for you, when you have your everything running on full cylinders, they're like, I don't know what it is. Do you understand when that happens? When that happens, someone cannot logically deduce why they like something or they like someone. You know how I'm in real estate or own a real estate company. When someone buys a home, they say, I don't know what it is. It just feels right. It just feels right. Simon Sinek first said this in Start With Why. He said, it just feels right. The reason we say that is because we're talking emotionally, and that's how relationships start. I don't know this guy or this girl, it just feels right. There's no like, well, he has a job, and he has a family, and he and it goes down the list. You justify it with the list, but you make your decision emotionally. So not to convince, but to be more attractive, you have to be more attractive. You have to do shit. You can't be the same person and attract someone that's making tons of money, great job, great body, great family, head on their shoulders, funny, charismatic. That person also wants their similar, which is charismatic, wants a good job, has a good body, And I can tell you right now, after 10 years of looking at the law of attraction, going and learning all these things, this cannot be closer to the truth in relationships, because you're attracting another person. You're attracting a partner that is essentially on the same level. Someone that's a billionaire is probably not going to date someone that's homeless. Someone that is extremely fit and competes competitively in bodybuilding competitions is probably not going to date someone that's obese. It's just not they just don't have their interests aligned. It's the same thing with you. What are your interests? What are you doing to attract the person into your life? Yes, you have to go up and talk to that pretty girl or that handsome guy at the bar. But when you're in that conversation, who you're being is what's going to attract them into you. You can't convince anyone to date you. You can't convince anyone to do business with you. You have to do better at your job to convince more people to do business with you. You have to do better in life to convince or to attract that person into your life to become a suitor, a husband, a wife, whatever. The biggest thing is, I can't say it enough, is that this is actually a good example. These two women were on Steve Harvey really quick. I know it's at 6 minutes. These two women were on Steve Harvey, and they were single. They're looking for a man, and Steve's like, I'll set you up, blah, blah, blah. Before the show, write down what you're looking for in men. Two different women, they're not friends, and they both wrote down lists of what they were looking for in men. 50 items later. I understand you have standards, but a lot of them, he gets the list and he's like, number 18 contradicts with number 36. Number 7 says that you want someone that's really fun, but you also want someone that's extremely serious. That contradicts. And he's just going through it. He's like, well, you want someone that's crazy and playful, but you want someone that's stable. That kind of contradicts. It's like, what do you want? It's like, well, I want both. It's like, well, So on both of their lists, it says, I want a millionaire. I want a millionaire. Or if a guy's like, I want a pretty girl. I want a girl that's beautiful. Oh, okay, perfect. Oh, no, that's what you want. That's what you want, all right? So Steve Harvey, on both of them, he read it out and he says, oh, that's interesting. You both said that you want millionaires. And he asks this poignant question. Does a millionaire want you? Does a millionaire want you? Think about that. It's the same thing in life. You open up a business, You open up a business, or you're a single person, or you're maybe overweight, or whatever the case is. You open up a business. Does that customer want to do business with you? I understand you're open for business. That doesn't mean the customer's automatically going to do business with you. Just because you're single doesn't mean that person wants to date you. Does that person who you want, which is a terrible word, want, what? Why do you want it? What, like, are you not complete that you want it? You need it in your life, this person to complete you? Unlike that corny movie or whatever the heck it's with Tom Cruise, You Complete Me? Really? Okay, so you weren't complete before. But now that you have someone in your life, what if that person doesn't like you? Or what if that person, God forbid, passes away? Or you get a divorce? Or something happens? Are you not complete now? So you have to become the person that you want to attract. So this is how you get started, and I'll end it here, is that you have to make a list of what you want to attract. You have to make a list, graduated college, has a good job, or wants to be a family lady, or wants to be a family man, or has his own business, or great, whatever it is, loves chess, loves going to the plays, loves vacationing in the Caribbean, I don't know, whatever you want. You write whatever you want to attract. I love how I'm saying it now. Write down that, and then you make a model of that person, and you say, what would attract this person? Don't look at yourself, just say, what would that person be attracted to? And then you live up into that. Like, say you want to date Angelina Jolie, or I don't know, I don't follow Hollywood. I haven't seen a Hollywood movie in a while. Actually, Wolf of Wall Street was the last one. Say you want to date the woman in Wolf of Wall Street, Leo's wife, who's actually Australian. She put on an American accent for that movie. Say you want to date her. she did an incredible job in that movie. I think she's done a couple other movies. She's making tons of money. She's very well known, and obviously she's attractive. What kind of guy is she looking for? And then you live into that, because that's the woman you want to attract into your life. So you become the guy that she's attracted to. Don't be mad because she's not attracted to you. You know, like that's insane. That's manipulative. You're trying to convince someone against their own emotion to like you or be attracted to you. All right? So become the person you want to attract into your life. I can't say it more clearly. It's actually really helpful for me, because there's a couple of times that I'm like, what didn't she see in me? What? And I'm just sitting there like a big baby, you know, crying, not crying, but like literally pouting. It's like, dude, what is she looking for? You know? And it's the same thing with girls, with guys. What is he looking for? He might be not looking for a relationship, or he might be looking for someone that's in sports or in sciences or an entrepreneur, or someone that's, I don't know, even less. You know, someone that isn't as ambitious as you. All right? So have an awesome day. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me socially. All those links are below. Live with passion.